Gutter Trash is a proud member of the Comics Podcast Network.
Welcome to Gutter Trash, episode 134. Teeth. I'm there.
My name is Jason.
How's it going?
That's not bad.
Yeah.
And yourself?
Alright.
Well,
Yeah?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
So yeah, let's just do this.
Can I say one thing first?
Uh-huh.
I really thought there was a possibility this would have been a good movie.
Okay.
Spoiler.
I was under the same impression.
It just goes to show you how two different people can both be completely wrong in the same way.
So this movie.
It was horrible.
Yeah, it was. I get the feeling that there was supposed to be social commentary to this, but the only thing that this movie really made me feel deep inside was sleepy.
I was thinking that. I was thinking kind of tired. That's what I was thinking. Oh,
I dozed about 3 or 4 different times.
this movie felt like 3 hours, and it was just over an hour and a half, something like that.
Like an hour, 40 minutes.
Yeah, it seriously felt like 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I can't remember the last time this has happened, but this is one of those things that totally could have been a decent 20 to 30 minute, like,
Short film.
yeah. It really could have.
Oh, yeah. Now, I mean, okay, to be fair,
Mm-hmm.
we did have some heavy burritos.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Maybe that would have,
No,
because we eat burritos all the time.
And mine was light.
Yeah,
I think
you're a vegetarian.
I haven't asked for, a small portion of rice.
Right.
I mean, it was basically like a small burrito.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I hadn't ate today, so,
Yeah,
I was
right.
pretty hungry. But man, I totally expected this to either be a really creepy movie or a really funny movie.
Right.
And there were elements where you're like, okay, it's about to get one of those two.
Right.
And it never
never
did.
did.
Never did. No.
There were funny moments.
Yeah.
I think there were more funny moments than there were creepy
Yeah,
moments.
I agree. But there weren't enough funny moments.
There weren't enough.
Oh.
And I don't know if the funny moments were the way they were supposed to be funny.
Like the business card? Or,
Well, that I thought was genuinely funny.
yeah.
I genuinely got a kick out of that.
If you're ever going out on a date, it's obvious that, no one has tried this before. But you might just, give the lady your business card.
Right.
And, not to impress her because you're the owner of some corporation.
No, it has your information on it.
Yeah, it just has your name on it. Yeah.
That to me, seemed like the one genuine, oh, this is comedy moments.
Yeah.
Just like it's not over the top.
It's just
It's
quirky
just a
and
thing that happened,
Yeah.
and it's hilarious. And then the rest of the movie is just like, the rest of the funny moments in the movie that I found
Yeah.
were out of what the fuck is this
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Right.
Such as your friend.
My friend?
Yeah.
Which one?
The brother. Totally seems like someone you would have been friends with.
Yeah.
Like 10 years ago,
I think I knew
maybe.
that guy.
Yeah.
I think I was in a band with that guy. He played bass. See, yeah, that was a cool character, like, 'cause, he's sort of her stepbrother,
Right.
and when they're little, he's trying to touch her vagina, and she bites him with her vagina, as stepsisters do.
Right.
And so he's kind of, I like the fact that he, like, has spent the rest of his life kind of fearing the vagina.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even, like, he only has sex with his girlfriend anally.
Right.
And I love that, like, they don't even mention it, but on the wall you see, like, swimsuit models, but it's all, like, with their ass in the air, like, butts everywhere. Like, he's just, like, that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
But,
That was one of, other than the business card, maybe the only other subtle thing in the entire
yeah,
movie.
yeah. I know, too, and, like, half an hour in, whenever, she uses her vagina for evil,
Right.
as women often do, the first time she does, like, they don't really show anything, and it's
Right.
like, it's all, like, not that I, expect it to be that way, but then later on, there's a really gory, like, almost gore moment,
Right.
and I'm like, why wouldn't you, amp that up and build up and, like,
Right.
make it really funny and over the top and bloody
Right.
if you're gonna have some gore in it.
Right.
Like do a Dead Alive style thing. It would be hilarious.
Yeah. And, excuse me, Joe. Sorry, Joe. It's gonna happen again here.
Oh, that was a good one. Oh, you can feel it over here.
Yeah. And soon you can smell it.
Oh. That's lovely.
Because this is the kind of subtlety that
That you
I've
found.
learned by watching this movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That is exactly what we've been taught.
What was I saying?
And we're talking about the gore,
Oh
bloody,
yeah, like okay, so that particular one that scene that you're talking about,
the really
there,
bloody one.
yeah, it seems to me like that would be the first one that you show.
Yeah.
Just say, oh, look what we're doing,
Yeah.
kind of thing,
Yeah.
like this is the third incident.
I think, yeah,
In
it's
the
the
movie?
third one.
Yeah.
And there's, I think, 4 or 5 in the movie.
Yeah,
And that's the only one that's bloody.
right. It's the only one, or overtly gory.
Yeah. And not that we're goremongers.
I'm a little bit of a goremonger.
We're closet goremongers.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just like, why make a film like that if you're not gonna show anything?
Right, yeah.
It's like making a G-rated porno,
Yeah, right.
Just, why bother?
Yeah, it's just, I mean, because obviously, like from our hints, this movie is far from subtle about anything that it does.
Yeah.
So why hold back, that,
When it matters.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's essentially just the one money shot,
Right.
in the whole movie.
Yeah. I just, like, it baffles me. Like, it is such a boring movie. For a movie about a teenage girl's vagina. I mean, this is probably one of the most boring movies about a teenage girl's vagina I've ever watched. I mean, granted, most of them aren't movies because they're not feature length, but it's all I can find because I know a guy who travels across the countries. But but I mean, yeah, with the subject matter of, okay, there's a girl whose vagina has teeth, and
Right.
you're like, oh, this is either going to be really funny or it's going to be a bloody mess, and
Right.
it's just going to. But yeah, it's just a boring movie.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
I don't know. Because just a minute ago you mentioned that it's like half an hour before the first incident happens, and I almost took issue with you on that. That it was only a half hour because it felt like an hour before it got to that point.
Yeah. I know, right? It's just like, what were they trying to? I don't know. It's a mess.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
a mess.
Uh,
Like it, and like I've pictured it like I said, okay, it'd be a good 20-minute movie.
Right.
Or just like amp it up and keep it an hour and 40 minutes and,
Right.
um,
Have it go just completely batshit.
yeah.
I think that was the main problem. It just wasn't batshit enough.
Yeah.
It just needed to be completely and ridiculously over the top.
Right.
Once you get to the point that, oh, okay, she has teeth in her vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, I honestly think it could have even worked as a subtle, like, creepy movie.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I could imagine this being like a French horror movie where,
Right.
it's just very subtle and very creepy and
Yeah.
it's a slow movie and that would work, but then they hinted at
They
it being
couldn't decide what they wanted it to be. It was
Yeah. They're like, is this a comedy? Is this a horror movie? Is this
Right.
a, teenage romance? I mean,
Right.
it's like, it's none of the above. It's a waste of time. That's what it is.
Yes, it is. And it's not even a good bad movie. Like this isn't something that you could throw on, with a bunch of people over.
And make fun of it.
Right, because it's just so dull
Right.
and slow, and there's nothing over the top about it enough to call attention to,
Right.
like while you're drunk or whatever.
Yeah.
Uh,
Right. Yeah. It's not like watching a, I don't know, Raw Deal or something.
Right,
It's like
yeah.
not fun. It's not.
yeah,
There's like 5 minutes of fun
right.
in an hour and a half movie that feels like 4 hours. That sucks. That really sucks.
There's no likable characters.
Nope. I mean, there's a couple that you think might be likable, but then
Right.
then you just, they just kind of, turn into schmoes.
I think there's 2 likable characters, and they have the least amount of screen time. And that are the parents.
dogs. Oh. Say the dog.
No.
Yeah, the parents, I kind of liked both of them.
Yeah.
And I was like trying to figure out where I recognized the father from.
Yeah, he doesn't look super familiar.
He's in Twin Peaks. He's the shut-in that they delivered. Laura Palmer delivered food to or something.
Okay.
And he had her diary squirreled away. I don't know his name. Yeah. He's some guy.
I did recognize the doctor. I think I've seen him in 1 or 2 other things. Probably playing a doctor of some sort.
Yeah, he was very good at the doctor.
Yeah.
Look, the way he wheeled backwards in his wheelie chair.
Yeah.
I've seen doctors do that. He probably watched, like De Niro style, he probably went to the doctor and watched them wheel back in their wheelie chair.
He wore that lab coat really well.
Oh yeah. It looked like it was something he'd done every day.
Right, yeah.
I wanted to like this movie.
I really did too. I've been looking forward to seeing this for a few years now. And, it's been in my Netflix queue for, ever since I got Netflix, really. What a massive disappointment.
It almost seems like a poorly translated Asian film. Like, I could totally see this being Asian
Yeah.
and, like, good.
Uh-huh.
And then, like, this would be the American version that we get.
Right. I could kind of see that too. Yeah.
Because it's odd enough that you're like, what the fuck
Yeah.
is wrong with the Japanese people? And then, and you're like, well, this is crazy. This is
Right.
good. But, yeah, it was just a watered down, undecided mess.
Right. Yeah, I think, it's so weird because, I'm talking about how, unsubtle the movie is, but, this movie really needed to be just, like you said, like a Gwar video.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't. It didn't push it enough.
Mm-hmm.
And then it tried to have its cake and eat it too.
Yeah, because it tried to be subtle in spots.
Right.
It tried to have, like, character drama and, like,
Right.
scenes that, sort of meandered and,
Right.
but it just didn't do either one well enough.
It tried to have, like a lot of just character building and quiet moments. But yeah, the characters are just too unlikable that you just can't give a shit.
Yeah. It's like, why try to make us like, why go through the trouble of, like, wasting time to make us think we should like these characters when it's impossible.
Right. It's like, the lead character, the girl, it should be really important to make her the most likable character, but starting her off as just this,
Prudish.
super conservative, what am I looking for here?
Prude.
Yeah, just, making her that character, like, from the get-go, isn't gonna win a lot of people over.
Right.
Because, I'd like to think that your average moviegoer, your average person who is going to rent the movie Teeth,
Yeah.
isn't going to relate to that character at all.
Yeah. Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
So I'm a chaste prude. I think I'll rent a movie about a snatch full of teeth. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, they could have amped it up, called it molar snatch, and then just like blood flying out everywhere. A body count more than, Commando. I mean, yeah.
I think what we're really looking for here is we're looking for the trauma version of this movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Or at least, like, I keep thinking old school Peter Jackson,
Yeah, yeah.
like just messy and like,
Yeah.
but like, I've never been a huge Trauma fan just because, I don't know,
Because they're not good movies.
they're not good. Yeah, yeah. That's the main thing about them that I don't like. But I mean, like, the idea's there and the gumption or whatever, but it's just like, it's like whenever your nephew tries to make you pancakes, it's
Right,
like,
yeah.
you don't want to eat those pancakes. It's a mess and it's just
Looks
not
like
right.
there's things that shouldn't be long in a pancake. in
Right,
a
there's
pancake.
twisty straws and
Right, yeah.
fingerprints on the walls.
But you want to say, good job, little boy.
Yeah, nuke 'em high. All right. Good job, little Lloyd Kaufman. You tried to make a pancake. But yeah, man, that sucks. I really thought this was going to be a good movie.
Yeah, I was with you.
There's not a person alive I would recommend this to.
No.
Like people that are fans or of different genres or whatever. I can't think of a single category of people I'd be like, well, you might like this.
Right. Yeah, doesn't work as a horror movie. Doesn't work as a comedy. It doesn't even work if you're a misogynist.
Yeah. And you clearly are. I saw you draw Cerebus the other
I
night.
know, yeah. Doesn't work if you're afraid of women. Doesn't work if you're sympathetic to rape victims.
Yeah.
Because, the lead character, she discovers that she has this mutation when she gets raped, basically.
Right.
And but she is just so goddamn unlikable. Like, you just can't even sympathize.
Right. Yeah, and like they even try to insert a little bit of comedy right during the rape scene.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, I'm not sure what you're trying to say here.
Yeah.
It's just bad.
Yeah. Movie was written and directed by Mitchell Lichtenstein, who apparently is openly gay.
Mm-hmm.
So clearly has a 100% understanding of women
Yeah.
and
their
personalities
heterosexual relationship.
Right, yeah.
Well, maybe that's the problem. Maybe he, needed a different subject matter.
Yeah, maybe.
Although I wouldn't check anything out based on his name.
Yeah.
Just because, this was such a travesty.
Right. I thought you were going even further with that and saying, based on his name and the fact that he is the son of artist Roy Lichtenstein.
Oh, is he really?
Yes, he is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, I like his paw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Famous rip-off artist,
Yeah.
Roy Lichtenstein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the famous rip-off artists.
Yeah.
Like, Andy Warhol and, all those guys. Oh, boy. Man, that sucks.
Yeah.
It really sucks.
It mostly sucks because we just wasted an hour.
Yeah, yeah. And it wasn't like something I'd never heard of. Like, what is this? I mean, I've heard about this movie.
Yeah, me
I was
too.
like, that
Yeah.
sounds good,
I saw a trailer for it back in 2007.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, oh, I'll watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I swear I've talked to a couple people that said it was good, too.
Right.
I swear, I can't think of who.
I was so bored during the movie that I got online to do some research on this thing.
And you didn't like leave. You were like
you
pull out your
that was on my phone.
computer phone. Yeah, it's not like you left the room.
No, yeah. Apparently this got, pretty decent critical reception.
It's crazy.
It's got a fairly positive average on the Rotten Tomatoes website.
Really?
Got a couple special honors at, I want to say Sundance. But then on the other hand, it has an average of 5 out of 10 on IMDb.
Oh yeah.
Which,
It's not good.
it's not good.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it almost seems like something, you'd go to a local video store and like, oh, this is something that one of the guys that shops here made.
Right.
It seems like one of those kind of things. Like, you're like, I can forgive it. They're figuring stuff out, but yeah, if this is like, been approved by a big staff and everything, wow, yeah.
I think, I can actually kind of see, people who like arty films watching this, as a horror movie or as a comedy, knowing that these people don't like horror movies or comedies, and saying that this is like one of the greatest things they've ever seen.
Yeah.
Because they don't understand how either of those genres work.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. And it's such potential. Like, I know this is a theme on our show. Whenever the things that seem to bother us the most are the things that
could have been good.
Yeah. Yeah, like, not just like David Heatley's book, but like, I don't know, I can't think of a good example off the top of my head, but something you're like, oh man, that
Southland Tales.
Yeah, Southland Tales. Or this. You're like, man, could have been really good.
Yeah.
It's so close to being really good, but it just veered in the wrong direction at 100 miles an hour.
Pacing was definitely an issue. Like I said, I fell asleep at least 3 times.
Oh yeah, there were scenes that went on and on.
Yeah.
Like, the swimming hole scene, the doctor scene, some of it was just like,
And like you mentioned, scenes where it could have been effective as like just a creepy, chilling horror movie. The doctor scene was like a prime example of that. Because the doctor's a creep.
Yeah.
Like he is basically trying to rape this girl, while she is getting a gynecological exam.
Right. But subtly, he's trying to subtly rape her.
Right. But, and I have seen that exact same scene, done more effectively in other movies.
Right.
And, this one just failed completely.
Yeah. It's a bummer.
And I should mention that those other movies were also not horror movies and had nothing to do with, vagina teeth.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is the only thing this movie has going for it is like, oh, that's an interesting concept.
Right.
A vagina with teeth. That could be,
Right.
that could be good.
Yeah.
But you're wrong.
Yep.
Yeah. Or I was wrong. I was the one that picked it.
Yeah. Well, if you hadn't picked it, I would have seen this on my own eventually. Or picked it myself.
Yeah.
And, so, either way, one of us would still be bitching about it today.
Well, that's good. At least I didn't, it wasn't all my fault.
No.
It's partially Mr. Lichtenstein's fault, too.
Yes, it is. That's mostly his fault. I would say 90% of it is his fault. 5% to all the performers in the movie, and then 4% to the rest of the cast and crew of the movie.
The caterers.
Right. And then 1% you and me.
Yeah. It's the pie chart of failure. Actually, I don't think the actors were terrible. I mean, most of them were decent.
Yeah, some of them were alright.
The old man at the end was pretty creepy. Did you see him? That was right as you trailed off.
No, yeah.
Okay. He was kind of the guy from, was it? Oh, it was
Human Centipede?
Human Centipede, yeah. He was kind of that guy.
Kind of that guy, yeah. But I think at that point, though, the movie has taught us that all men are creeps.
Yeah.
And that, why am I surprised that this dirty old man that picked up a young teenage girl on the road.
I know, right?
Spoiler.
Like, it's so repetitive. Like, all the, violent instance of violence, involving her vagina, they all are the exact same thing. It's not like,
Well, because really, there's only one way to access the violence that will happen.
right.
And it's all going to have to be, through the same scenarios.
Right. Yeah, it's like, that's why it should have been a 20-minute movie, because you do that once, it's creepy, it's horrific, it's bloody, it's funny, and then it doesn't get boring.
No. Yeah, you do the one time, the big gory, bloody, show-offy thing, and then you hint at the next one that's going to happen, and then you end.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good short film.
Yep.
And then that guy gets hired to make a different horror movie.
Right.
Or a different comedy.
Yes.
That doesn't stretch the story out way too long.
Yeah. Maybe, there are a lot of horror movies that start off as short films. Maybe this was one of them. Maybe he did make a short film, featuring this.
Oh yeah. And they're like,
this is great. Let's, here's a bunch of money, make a full-length feature.
Right. People that don't understand movies, they just understand the business of making money. Yeah.
So he's like, oh, well, I guess I can repeat this scene 4 different times.
Yeah.
And
That's interesting. I wonder if that's how it happened. Maybe we can look it up on the break and see what it was based on.
Yeah. Well, I looked it up on Wikipedia and I looked it up on the IMDb because, again, bored.
Yeah. Didn't mention a short film.
Yeah.
So you were just playing devil's advocate. Yeah. Piece of crap movie.
Yeah, it is.
Don't watch it. Don't waste your time. If it's on your queue, drop it off your queue.
Yeah. Avoid it.
That's our opinion.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll love it. Maybe you're an idiot and you like crappy movies.
Yeah. Pretty sure you're wrong if you love this movie.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
I know Mitchell Lichtenstein has directed 2 other movies. After this, I have no interest in seeing the other ones.
Do you know what they are?
The most recent one is called Happy Tears or something like that. Doesn't matter because I'm not going to watch it.
I was curious if maybe it was something I had seen and actually liked. But probably not. Well, I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. Do not apologize.
At least we both hated it.
Yeah.
At least I didn't have to sit here and listen to you defend this movie for...
I was so worried that you were going to be that guy.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Really? I like a lot of crap, but not this kind of crap. I like shitty, horrible things by pretentious people. But shitty, horrible things by people that don't know what they're doing. That's a different story.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, whether you pick this or not, I was going to see it eventually, so I guess I'm glad I got it out of the way now.
Yeah. It's like when in freshman year you go ahead and you take your algebra and you take your biology.
Right.
That way you can have like art and gym and Spanish the third year. Yeah, exactly. Man, well, this was definitely biology. My least favorite class.
It was actually biology as well.
Yeah? Oh, yeah, it kind of was. Yeah. Chemistry? A little chemistry.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Mostly biology.
Those are just my 2 least favorite classes. Chemistry and biology.
Oh, mine too.
Yeah. I think first F I ever got was chemistry in, junior year.
Yeah. First F I ever got. Speech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you did really good in speech class.
Oh, I did.
Yeah. F's not good. It's not fine, right?
No, it was failing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought maybe like you went to a Catholic school and
No.
F was fine.
No.
Or fantastic.
It was failing. My dad had to have come in and have a talk with the speech teacher.
He gave her a speech and she was so impressed she patched you.
No. Basically it was just neither of them could figure out why I got an F.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So they just drew a line down the right-hand side of the F and made it an A?
No. I mean, this was not like final report card area. This was like midterms.
Right.
Where there was still a chance I could at least raise it up to a C.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I may have. I don't know if I've told you this before, but I had a speech class in high school, and I actually gave a speech on Gwar. Speaking of Gwar, and I made like tons of like Memorex tapes full of Gwar songs and passed them out to everybody in class.
Right.
And of course, nobody cared for it.
Right.
But yeah, it was a good speech. I was probably really, really excited about it because I was like 16 and I was all about Gwar. But yeah, Gwar.
Gwar indeed. Yeah, I don't. Not a good movie. Nobody go see it.
Yeah.
Nobody rents it. Drop it off your queues. If you see it at your local Blockbuster or whatever your local video store is,
burn that store down.
Don't do that. But just keep walking past the aisle.
So here's where we're gonna differ. I'd say burn it down.
Let's compromise.
Uh-huh.
Grab that DVD off the shelf and then just burn it right there.
Burn the store down.
No, just burn that DVD.
Okay. So you leave with the DVD and then you burn the store down? That doesn't make sense.
No, yeah, you just burn the DVD.
Okay.
Right there in the store.
Okay.
And then, once you're sure that it is, irreparable, try to put the fire out.
And that's for the gentlemen. For the ladies, just stuff it in your vagina and chew it up with your teeth.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's what we've learned.
That all women have vagina teeth.
Yeah. That's why I've never had sex.
Yeah.
Because again, what we also learned is that it's possible to have sex with a woman with vagina
Oh,
teeth.
they all have them.
Right.
They're just dormant.
Right.
It's just
yeah.
like a...
Well, if they like you, then, you don't get your dick bitten off.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But if they don't like you,
Oh.
or if they just change their mind right in the middle of it, your dick's gone.
Wow. That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have sex. Don't hit this movie. We preach abstinence here at Gutter Trash.
We both were in our promise rings.
Yeah. we do masturbate though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just stay away from the vagina, and you'll all be fine.
Anal's okay, though.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I've never heard anything about. Has anybody heard anything about ass teeth? If you have, please write us in.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Because they don't exist.
Yeah, that's fairy tale stuff.
Stupid.
That's the stuff they tell kids. Yeah. You're reading your Amelia Bedelia books, and there's a scene where she's vacuuming the kitchen and her ass teeth pop out, and you're like, wait a minute, this is probably just kid stuff. Clifford the dog with the giant ass teeth. Dr. Doolittle's ass teeth. Curious George.
Ass teeth.
Yeah, ass teeth. Well, all monkeys have ass teeth. That's what separates us from the animals. Thumbs and ass teeth. My butt pussy does have teeth, though. Because it's a pussy, right, yeah.
Oh, man.
We should probably take a break.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll be back.
Into the valley we go to bliss the witch she's again. Ultimate power, like the Samsung, stands over you, squad launching you. What are you doing again? We got to get the song right on the... We know this is I'm terrible.
It was just now and get all
This
good.
is terrible. Stop fooling around with the record to make. Look, it's
I
your
show you
fault if we
fooling
sound
around.
like shit in
I
the
show
first
you
place.
fucking fooling
I'm coming in.
around.
He coming in. I'm coming in.
Hey, welcome back to Gutter Trash. We're back.
We are back.
We went and brushed our pussy teeth. It's important to floss. Too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta feel fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a little floss goes a long way down there. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Yeah. What can you do?
He can't do anything.
We can't win them all.
No.
You know, though, speaking of movies about mutations,
Yeah.
I did see a different one in the last week.
Oh, Toxic Avenger?
Toxic Avenger. Toxie! So I went and saw X-Men First Class.
Oh, so did I!
Did you?
Yeah!
At different times.
Uh-huh.
We did not go together.
Nope.
I went while you were
You're not
working.
my bitch.
Nope. These pussy teeth don't bite for you, either.
Anyway, what?
I went, last Tuesday at like 11 a.m.
Yeah?
and,
You lucky son of a bitch.
I know. Oh, I know.
Because, I got stuck going Friday night at
Oh.
like 7 p.m.
Still crowded?
It was more crowded than I thought it would be. It was pretty full. It was pretty full.
Yeah.
I mean, not like, Arpit Arpin or anything like that. It was,
Right.
crowded.
When I bought my ticket, the guy was like, well, so far, you got a private showing. I was like, dear Lord, please, yes. But, there ended up being, like a couple other couples came in while we were watching. I mean, cause I went with Matt and his girlfriend, Jeremy. But, two other couples came in. Quiet as church mice, though.
Good.
It was amazing.
Lucky assholes.
Yeah.
All of you.
It was super cool. And the movie was good.
I thought the movie was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I would say better than X-Men 2.
That's a tough one. I think it was really, really good. I really like X-Men 2 as well, though. Man, that's a tough one. But yeah, I have no complaints about that movie. The only thing I heard, from our party, I don't know if you've heard this, Jeremy, and like I see where he's coming from. I just think he's taking it a little too far, maybe.
He didn't like it.
He liked it. He said it was a good movie other than all the racism. And he said it was odd because the movie is sort of about, racism
Right.
and like,
There
prejudices.
there was one black guy in the movie who got killed.
and there was a black girl and she became a traitor.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, every black person in this movie either dies early or, just becomes evil for no reason.
Hmm.
And I was like, yeah, but I don't think that was intended. Like, I really don't.
I don't think so either. Yeah.
But,
Cause the girl who turns traitor, I mean, if we really want to use the whole X-Men as race metaphor, she basically went from the side of Martin Luther King to Malcolm X.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is basically
The-
Xavier and Magneto.
Those guys were both black, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they were. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not steeped on history.
Right.
Right. I've heard of them,
They were both black.
but yeah, okay. Yeah. Cause I've driven down Martin Luther King Boulevard.
Right.
I don't know of Malcolm X Way or anything.
I don't know if there's one around here.
Right.
I guess there probably is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because he is the Magneto of black
You mean he has the
He's
power
got
of magnet?
magnetic powers.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I didn't even
He's
know
a
that.
Holocaust survivor.
I didn't know that either. You're serious about that one, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's awesome.
And, he was the leader of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants.
Oh.
Of black people.
Oh. See, this is all new to me. Oh man, I really glossed over a lot of my American history.
Yep. Should really pay attention to school.
Yeah.
Stay in school, kids.
Oh, funny tangent about Malcolm X that
Yeah,
this really did happen. You see the glasses I'm wearing now?
Yes.
They're very similar to the glasses Mr. X.
Okay.
Oh my god, Mr. X.
Oh shit.
Professor X. Was he Professor?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
They're very similar to the ones he wore,
Okay.
and that's not why I wore them. That's not why I wear them.
You wore them because you're a hipster doofus.
I'm a hipster dude. No,
You got the thick black frames.
I've always wanted these since I was a kid. Like, no kidding. My dad wore glasses like this,
Okay.
and I've always thought these were the coolest looking glasses. And
They're fine looking glasses.
every
I
time,
wouldn't wear 'em.
this is like the third or fourth pair of glasses I've had to frames like over the years I've had to buy because I didn't start wearing glasses till I was like 20. And every time this is what I look
I
for.
don't need you to be fucking bragging right now, alright?
How am I bragging?
Well, I didn't have to wear glasses till I was 20.
Oh. Well, I was still a nerd and shunned by all my peers. Just for different reasons. But, mostly because I was really, successful and drew really well. Really smart in school. But, it's this kind of problems. So, but I always look for these glasses, which I didn't find out until, when I bought these. They're called Artcraft, I think they're called like compartmental glasses because you can switch the tops and whatnot.
Okay.
But, so for years I always looked for them. I couldn't find them. And I was getting my eye test done at iMart, and like they had a special if you bought frames while you're there, they're super cheap.
Right.
And I was looking around, I was like, yeah, I'm looking for these glasses. I was like, I don't know even who makes them. I haven't seen them since I was a kid. I was like describing them, and the lady was like, I'm not sure what that is. This lady was like an older white lady, and she was like, I'm not sure what that is, and then this other lady was like, I think you're talking about, she's like, are they the ones like Malcolm X wore? And I looked over and this is another like older white lady, but next to her is like this, older black lady, and she just kind of glares at me, and and I was like, and then like in my mind I pictured Malcolm X, and I was like, yeah, they're just like the ones he wore, and I swear the black lady at iMart gave me this really dirty look, like, I'm not sure if it was that I, was trying to describe these glasses and I didn't even think to mention they were Malcolm X style,
Right.
or if they were because I was trying to wear the glasses that Malcolm X wore. I'm not sure where her, her disdain came from. I'm not sure, but
The disdain came from the fact that you're a racist.
no.
And that, as a white person, you shouldn't even be saying his name. We are both in a lot of trouble. Because you and I have both said his name on this show. And this show goes out to millions of listeners.
That's true.
The Black People Police are going to get us.
Really?
Yeah.
They're gonna come in.
They're going to come in and kill us.
I didn't know that's
With
how it
their
worked.
vagina teeth.
Oh man. No, that's just racist, sir. I've met a lot of black people, not all of them have vagina teeth.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. I was like, I could feel it though. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm like, I swear this isn't me just imagining. I was like, she's either mad for one of those two reasons that I didn't think to go, oh yeah, as if, I would.
She's not mad for that.
Yeah.
She is not mad about that.
Yeah. She's mad that I want glasses like that.
I think she's mad that, because you basically said that, it seems like here's Whitey trying to co-opt
Yeah.
an important black figure's, style.
Right.
Possibly for your own hipsterish, gain.
Right. I have nothing against Mr. X. In fact, it's one of my favorite Queensrÿche songs. Hello! No,
It's one of my favorite, mid-80s indie comics.
Dean Water. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
awesome. But yeah, I swear, I wanted these because, I saw my dad wear these once.
Right.
He had a couple pairs of glasses. This was one of them.
They're just an old style
Yeah.
frame.
Yeah.
They're thick black on the top.
Mhm.
You don't have any kind of, bottom part of the lens, doesn't have a frame around it or anything.
Right.
Yeah, they just look like someone Like your stereotypical dad from a 1950s sitcom would wear those glasses.
And other than that, I swear I don't try to dress hipsters. I mean, I still wear the same
I
t-shirts.
know. Yeah.
I wear the same t-shirts I've worn since I was 14.
I am making the jokes.
Yeah,
when-
yeah.
When I call you
But-
a hipster.
But the people out there, they
Oh, yeah.
are millions of listeners. I mean,
Sure.
we only know about 100 of them. The other 990,000.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm really bad at math. But
But anyway.
But I love my glasses.
Yeah.
And I love my Malcolm X, Billy J. Young glasses. Actually, these were worn by Terry Settles in the mid-90s because his name is engraved on the side of them.
Oh, okay.
I bought a used pair of frames for $15.
Really? At Hallmark?
No, because they knew what they were,
Oh.
but I went to Dowler Optician in the Town and Country Shopping Center, and he was like, "Oh, I can order them for you. They're $150." He's like, "Or I have 2 used pairs that are $15 each." I was like, "Hook me up."
That's
Yeah.
weird. Anyway, so X-Men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Malcolm X-Men, first class.
So anyway, so Jeremy thinks that the movie was racist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't, I mean,
See where he's coming from, but it's a little much.
I think he's looking way too much into it. I do think that it was kind of shitty that, the one black male hero, who was heroic,
Mm-hmm.
possibly more than any other character in the movie.
He did have a really heroic death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got killed first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of shitty. But,
And we kept thinking he might come back because that's kind of his power. He's
Right.
like adaptable.
well, in the comics, he does.
Yeah.
Because he died in the comics.
Oh, really?
Came back.
Oh, maybe he'll come
That's
back.
his power.
Yeah, maybe he'll come back in another movie.
Maybe. Sequel.
Yeah.
There's always a sequel.
But yeah, I mean, I thought it was a good cast of characters. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like Banshee. How cool is that? They got Banshee in there,
That was pretty awesome.
and he wasn't like shitty and underused. I mean, he was
Right, yeah.
he was cool.
Played a vital part and, used his powers effectively. And I think they all did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to think of there's the uber geek part of me that, well, he can be good in this, and,
Right.
that was different than the other movies. And,
Yeah, Magneto left-handed.
Right, yeah.
That sort of,
I could do that, because I found a couple things.
yeah.
But, I'd like to think that, for the most part, anything that this movie contradicted was, something that happened in the, 2 bad movies of the X-Men saga.
Yeah.
And it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was really good and engaging and,
Oh, yeah.
a lot of good actors. I mean, especially,
2.5 hour movie felt like an hour and a half.
yeah, I agree.
As opposed to the movie we just watched.
Yeah. We dare not speak its name again.
Yes.
Yeah, but, the guy that played Professor X was amazing. The guy that played Magneto was amazing.
The guy that played Magneto was 15 times more amazing than the guy who played Professor X.
Yeah.
Who I thought was fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, they were all great.
I would totally watch a movie about badass young Magneto being
Oh,
badass.
yeah. Heck yeah. I had kind of forgotten that she was in the movie, but what's her nuts that played, Betty Draper in Mad Men?
Oh,
She was pretty awful in this movie.
she is fucking terrible.
Yeah. Her, like, just the way she delivered lines and everything was just
Yeah.
uninspired.
Like a friend of mine on Facebook brought this up, but, Emma Frost is supposed to be like this sarcastic, confident, cocky, brassy woman, and an actress that would play her needs to convey that, and, the actress, January Jones, she plays Betty Draper on Mad Men, pretty much just delivers her lines as if she is directly reading them from the script for the first time.
Yeah.
And like, you could kind of, maybe say, oh, well, she's just portraying the character as being very cold and
Very removed.
icy
Yeah.
demeanor, but no, she's just a terrible actress.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of the show Mad Men, and, I've said this to you many times, and I think you've watched more than a few episodes with me. I hate Betty Draper on that show.
Yeah.
And, like, when I found out that they had cast her as Emma Frost, I was like, well, maybe she is such a fantastic actress that she is able to convey Betty Draper as just that cold, heartless bitch
Right.
that makes me hate her so much. She'll be fine as Emma Frost because she is such a good actress. No, she's just terrible.
Yeah. I even think she was worse in X-Men than on Mad Men.
Uh-huh.
Because at least that, like, kind of fits the character on Mad Men.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, everybody else in the movie I thought was great. Like,
Yeah.
like Mystique was awesome.
Oh.
Like, I would never have thought from the other X-Men movies that there'd be a likable backstory to Mystique. Like, she
Right.
just seemed like a cool villain.
Right.
But, like, never anybody that'd be like, oh, what a neat character. And, like,
right.
yes, but she was really cool. Banshee I thought was awesome.
Speaking of sympathetic characters, every single character in this movie had something about them that made you latch onto them.
Yeah.
And made you care about what happened.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, Beast, very likable.
yeah, just all of them. Just well-rounded, like, even to the point where there are stretches in that movie where it's just basically a lot of people talking, or just a lot of montages, and you don't even realize that, nobody has thrown a punch.
Oh, yeah.
Until,
Really?
a big action scene will just suddenly happen.
Right.
It's so good.
Yeah,
It's
even
really good.
even the, like, naval officers at the end, you really feel bad that they're
Oh,
about
yeah.
to die. You're like, oh my gosh.
Okay, let me talk about this. Or bring this up. I'm online a lot. I live online. I live on the internet.
It's virtual life.
Yeah. And the X-Men is a movie that, good or bad, I probably was going to see it anyway, because it's an X-Men movie. The fact that nobody mentioned that Michael Ironside
Yeah.
was going to be in this movie. Nobody mentioned the fact that Dexter's dad was in this movie.
Yeah.
What the fuck, people? I am disappointed in every single one of you out there on the internet for not telling me that these awesome characters, awesome actors, are going to be in this movie.
Well, they didn't want to spoil it all. If there's the internet people are nothing if not considerate of, they don't want to ruin your good time, Especially when it comes to nerd things.
I mean, I'm just saying. I was looking forward to this movie anyway, and when it was getting... Okay.
Oh, you're
Sure.
rewinding.
Let me circle back
Oh, yeah.
and saying, fuck you, internet.
Uh-huh.
Because back when this movie first got announced, everybody was just like, oh my god, it's going to be another shitstorm of bullshit. And I was there saying, no, it's going to be great. Because Matthew Vaughn was directing it. Hasn't made a bad movie yet.
Mm-hmm.
4 movies he's directed. All of them excellent.
Really?
Layer Cake, Stardust, Kick-Ass, this one.
Wow. That's a pretty good, yeah.
He's got a good streak going.
Yeah.
Would love to see him not direct a comic book movie for the next one.
Yeah. Because Layer Cake wasn't film.
Layer Cake was not.
Okay.
Yeah, but the other 3 are.
Yeah.
And then people freaked out when they heard that this movie was going to be set in the 60s. And I was like, fuck yeah, it's going to be set in the 60s. God damn it, that's fucking awesome. And people freaked out. And guess what? It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was. Oh, yeah. It was, very James Bondish at times.
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah.
Excellent movie.
Yeah.
So fuck you, Internet, for second guessing it.
Yeah.
Because you're all wrong.
Yeah, internet.
Anyway, I was going to say something else. Oh, yeah. So I'm looking forward to this movie anyway. The only thing that's going to make it any better is that you tell me that Michael Ironside's in it.
Yeah.
Because now my excitement has just jumped up another level.
Yeah.
Because it's fucking Sam Fisher. Fucking, guy from The Mechanic. Michael Ironside.
Gavin Footloose was in there, too.
How great was he?
He was, wasn't
He
he?
was pretty awesome.
I didn't know he was going to have a huge role.
Really?
Yeah, I heard he was in it, but I didn't know that. Yeah.
Talked to my mom yesterday, and she was like, "So, how was the movie?" I was like, oh, it was really good. And she was like, oh, so, who's in it? And I was like, wow. And there's like nobody that she would know who was in it.
Right.
You know?
Hugh Jackman for a second.
Well, she was like, is Hugh Jackman in it? And I was like, he was in it for like 30 seconds. She's like, oh, why wasn't he in the movie? I was like, well, because it takes place, before the X-Men start, so, how they got together. She's like, oh, but well, why wasn't he in it? I was like, well, I mean, he just sort of had a cameo, like he just kind of popped up once, and said a funny line and left. I wonder what happened. Why, like, she wouldn't get, she couldn't wrap her head around the fact that Hugh Jackman wasn't in this.
Right. Yeah.
But then I was like, well, Kevin Bacon's in it. And she was like, oh, well, who's he play? I was like, oh, he's the bad guy. That makes sense. He's always the bad guy. Kevin Bacon is never the bad guy.
No. Yeah, I can't think of one.
Hollow Man.
Oh yeah, he was kind of unlikable in Hollow
Yeah.
Man. Was he a bad guy in Few Good Men? No.
I've never really seen that movie.
Yeah. Tremors? No, he's a good guy.
Yeah,
Flatliners? Good guy. Yeah, he's usually a good guy.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, good movie though.
Yeah.
I'm really excited that they're making some good choices now.
Yeah. Excellent movie. Gotta say, I like it better than Thor.
Yeah, me
For
too.
sure.
Oh yeah.
And I thought Thor was good.
Mhm.
I really enjoyed that. But
Yeah, it was just more fun.
yeah.
Like Thor was decent and great,
Yeah.
but yeah, this was a lot more fun.
I wouldn't say fun. I would say definitely more engaging.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I think Thor is more of a fun movie.
Really? See, I definitely think this one's more just the characters and the interactions. Like I thought it was more fun.
like the characters and the interactions, made it fun.
Right.
But I think that as far as like story and plot and everything goes, I think Thor is definitely what you think of when you think of summer movie.
Like a lighthearted, just romp.
Yeah, it's just, here's action and special effects coming at you.
Yeah.
And this was actually, hey, this is steeped in melodrama and history
And a good- and a
character.
And just a good story.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always liked this sort of like making of, not like making of like on the DVDs, but how things get put together.
Right.
Like after you're already familiar with something, going back and seeing
Right,
like the
right.
beginnings. I always like those kind of things.
Except for Star Wars.
Except for those. Yeah. Yeah, if this was all like, them as little children, like Professor X as a child, like burning his hair off on accident or something, that would have been awful. There was that terrible joke about shaving his head. That was my least favorite part of it.
Yeah. Or at the end of the movie, about him going bald.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
No, there was also the shaving his head joke too.
Oh, was there?
Yeah,
Okay.
there were two of them.
Yeah. They're like, one's not enough. Let's just hammer it home.
Well, it's like, that thing that we've talked about before, like, in comedies, especially like time travel movies or whatever, where.
Oh yeah. They have to do that.
Yeah. I did have this thought though, like after my friend had mentioned about how awful January Jones was as Frost. Better possible actress, maybe, I don't know, for that role would have been maybe Rebecca Romijn, who played Mystique in the other X-Men movies,
Oh yeah.
and then maybe have Mystique base her appearance on that in the future.
Oh wow. That's interesting.
Since she did sort of do that once in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Go and do that. Go and do that for the DVD, guys.
Yeah. It's George Lucas set up for us.
Fuck yeah.
Just edit out all of January Jones' lines and appearances. Yeah, they
And
probably.
then go back and do that for Mad Men seasons 1 through 4. I was on IMDb reading the trivia section for X-Men First Class, and there's one bit of trivia that I thought was hilarious. That This is the second time that January Jones has starred in a role that took place in 1962 opposite of a man with a pork-based name.
A pork-based name?
Yep. John Hamm in Mad Men,
Yeah.
and Kevin Bacon in X-Men.
Who figures that out?
I don't know!
That's impressive. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, wow. That's pretty good. Huh.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's one movie we liked.
Yeah. I'm gonna go see another movie tonight, and I don't really expect to like it. But 2 years ago, Kathleen and I went on our first date. Went and saw Hangover. And this weekend is our 2-year anniversary. Hangover 2 is in the theater, so we're gonna go see it for nostalgia's sake.
That's retarded.
We both like nostalgia. We don't expect to enjoy the movie.
Okay.
We expect to just laugh a couple times.
But still, I've dated a girl once or twice, and our anniversary, my most recent ex, I think one of the first movies we ever watched together was, it was either American Psycho or Memento.
Yeah.
And, for our anniversary, there's nothing really that's gonna, follow that up, so why bother? Just make something new happen.
Well, no, this is just,
Go see Super 8 instead.
we build a tradition.
Go see Super 8.
But I'm gonna see that.
Go
in the-
see Green Lantern.
I don't want to see Green Lantern. And she's already seen it.
I
I wanna-
see Midnight in Paris.
I want to see.
You're both Woody Allen nerds.
I want to see those movies when I can actually pay attention to them. If I'm going to a movie at night, it'll be something I don't really care about. I'll go see
Well, then-
Super 8 in the morning.
Well, then go rent Teeth and watch it at home. I'll give you my copy.
Yeah.
You take it over to her house. We'll watch it because you're not going to give a shit.
If I take that movie, I'll use it as a coaster. Nothing more.
Just return it to Netflix for me tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. It's not yours. It's not.
Just put your drinks on it all you want tonight.
Right.
Just put it in the mail.
Just put it back in there. Yeah, what do they do if you damage a movie? Is it covered?
I've never damaged a movie, but I've received movies that have been damaged.
I'm sure people do.
Yeah, I've gotten a couple movies that just don't play or whatever, or skip, or who knows what, or just super fucked up on the back.
Right.
Just said that, hey, this was fucked up, and they sent me a replacement.
But I wonder if you just don't say anything and you fuck it up and you send it back to them, do they call you on it?
No. Again, I've never personally set
Right.
out to do that.
Right.
But if for some reason, like my DVD player fucked up a DVD, and the next person to get it, I guess, if they report it, then I've never heard about it.
Yeah. Right.
But I've gotten a disc once that had like a giant crack through it. Just like, hey, this had a crack in it, and that's a replacement.
Good folks over at Netflix.
Yeah.
Well, I take it from our subtle cue that
I think we're being forced to leave here. Yeah.
but yeah, it's a subtle cue of them dumping a cedar chest full of power tools on the floor up there.
Maybe that's why the lights in my kitchen don't work.
Yeah, probably they've shook them loose.
Yeah. Anyhow. So I guess this was our review of X-Men First Class.
Yeah, it should have just been that.
Yeah. We'll have fun watching The Hangover again.
Yeah. That's what I've heard. If you like the first one and you don't mind watching the second time,
Yeah.
that's what this is.
I've never seen the first one, ever.
It had a few chuckles.
I wanted to, but at this point now, I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't need to.
It's not great. It's not a great movie.
Yeah.
It's not even a hilarious movie, but there's some chuckles.
Yeah. Like a Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah. I like his beard.
He's got a fantastic beard.
It's worth seeing just for the beard.
I've seen Below.
Yeah.
One movie with his beard in it.
Yeah,
It's fine
good
enough. I guess I'll pick a comic then, and we can skid out.
Yeah.
So the book I'm picking is a book that I had to read this week, which I've been very busy this week. So
Yeah.
it had to be a very short book that I could read between in that weird half hour that I would have between settling down and passing out.
Yeah.
And it's also a book that, strangely enough, came out this week in paperback,
Ooh.
but I have the hard.
Ooh.
It is called Arkham Asylum Madness
Oh.
by Sam.
Did he write it and draw it?
Yes.
Interesting. Sweet. Is this our second Sam Keith thing?
It is.
Is this our second Batman thing? I know we've had a Batgirl. Maybe no Batman? Have we not done a Batman?
I don't know.
Why would we not have done a Batman?
I don't know.
It's like both of our favorite
I mean,
characters.
Batman showed up in that Batgirl thing that we read.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to spoil something about the book right now.
Oh, spoiler.
Just to clarify, Batman is not in this book.
Okay.
So, we still technically will not have done a Batman
Okay.
book.
Okay. Awesome. It's weird. I was wearing a Batman shirt yesterday. You're wearing a Batman shirt today. We've
Yeah.
we've out of 130 something episodes, we've never picked a Batman book. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean,
I almost picked Batman Year 100,
right.
but I never did.
Yeah. Man, have we not ever done a Batman book? Like a straight Batman
I
book?
don't think so. Yeah.
Huh.
I do not believe so.
Oh, hell, we've even watched a Batman movie. We did Mask of the Phantasm.
And oh yeah, I was thinking of last week.
Oh, yeah. That hasn't happened.
Oh yeah,
Technically.
yeah. Oh, this is one of those instances where we're like, and we should totally watch another Batman movie sometime in the future.
Yeah.
Time travel, it's a funny thing. Well, that's cool. Batman Arkham Asylum.
Arkham Asylum Madness.
Arkham Asylum Madness.
Batman Arkham Asylum is something completely different.
Oh yeah, that's the old one.
Yeah, it's the Grant Morrison, David McKean. Not this one. This one is all Sam.
I think the original was Grant Morrison and Bill Sienkiewicz. That's a joke for Joe. Only Joe G gets that joke.
Alright.
I'll explain to you. If you
Okay.
like. Years ago, when Joe and I worked at Mavericks together,
Yeah.
we were talking about Arkham Asylum. I was like, oh, I love Arkham Asylum. I was like, man, what a great book. I was like, yeah, Grant Morrison, Bill Sienkiewicz, man, what a great book. He was like, no, I think Dave McKean drew that. And I was like, and like, you know, in my mind's eye, I pictured it. Grant Morrison and Bill Sienkiewicz's names are on the cover. And I'm like, no, it's Bill Sienkiewicz. And I was like, yeah, I've read it a couple times. And he was like, no, I mean, like, I know it's Dave McKean for sure. And I was like, no, you're wrong. It was Bill Sienkiewicz. And he was like, well, I'll bet you money. And I was like, all right. I was like, I think he said like $10 or something. And I was like, fuck yeah, I just made $10. I shook his hand. Turns out my mind's eye was wrong. And it turns out Joe will take your $10 if you bet him. So, valuable lesson there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That happens to you a lot.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
and I had this similar argument yesterday,
Yeah.
where you said, "I'll bet you money,"
I was wrong.
and I didn't take you up on it, but you were wrong.
What was that one?
Corey Feldman in Big.
Yeah, because he isn't big. He plays
Yeah.
the piano. I know
Yeah.
it. I know he does.
I will say though, you did get one right a couple weeks ago.
What's that?
We were talking about Rambo
Mm-hmm.
and the Rambo cartoon, and I said that it came out after Rambo 3, and you said no, it came out in Rambo 2, and I think you may have even said, "I'll bet you money." But
I always say that.
Yeah. You were right.
Yeah, sweet. So Joe, you owe me that $10 back.
No, because he won't have one.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, but the Rambo thing, I was right. So it evens out.
That was with me. And we didn't make a bet.
These are details. The bigger picture is that I was right.
Well, out of all the examples, you were right once out of 3 times.
Yeah, that's 33%. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
So yeah, no Bill Sinkovich, no Dave McKean, no Grant Morrison. Just Sam Keith.
Just Sam Keith.
Who was sort of a weird amalgamation of all of those people.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, Batman, Grant Morrison, Dave McKean, and Bill Sinkovich.
Yeah.
All those not involved. That's awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
Alright, then. That'll be next week. Cool. As for this week, we're done.
We are.
Yeah.
Alright.
We watched a shitty movie together.
Yeah.
We watched an awesome movie.
We soldiered.
separately.
Yeah. We soldiered through the week.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, God. We were soldiering.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What a long, terrible week this has been. And, all sorts of Monday.
Yep. Cyclical.
It is. Alright.
Alrighty.
Happy Father's Day, everybody.
Yeah.
3 days later.
To you too, and all your unborn babies.
Yes. And you as well.
My ball sack is full of them.
Not mine.
Oh,
Shook 'em
that's
loose
good.
about 2 hours before you got here.
Yeah, you probably emptied it after. Yeah, I gotta go get rid of some of these babies.
Alright, we're done. You can subscribe to Gutter Trash at iTunes or directly at guttertrash.net. If you go to iTunes, please leave us a review. You can email us at eric@guttertrash.net or jason@guttertrash.net. For more info, you can find us on Facebook. Or you can go to seanborn.net or buyerbeware.guttertrash.net. Listen to our sister podcast, League Night, at league.guttertrash.net. Thank you for listening. Until next time.